when I was a kid, my mom took me to church, my grandmother, my family. But I went to prison, and before I went to prison, I thought I had it all. And everything that I thought I had was materialistic. And when I gave my life to Christ a few years ago, I used to question God. Like, why did I lose this? Why did I lose that? Why did I lose friends and loved ones? But Christ really had woke me up. He had showed me that what I thought I lost wasn't never mine. The plans that I had made that when I came home from prison was not of his plans, so those things did not come into fruition. God has blessed me. He opened my eyes. See, when I was walking in the darkness, I thought I was in control. But see, what God was doing was flickering the light to show me that I wasn't on the right path. But by him having his hands on me and someone praying for me, that's why he kept flickering that light to show me what path I needed to get on. See, I know I was on the wrong path when I was going backwards. I was moving, but I wasn't moving. And God blessed me to show me what could be there before me by flickering that light. So I had to make a choice and choose. And I chose, and God blessed me. I know I'm blessed.
Oh, yeah.
With all the things that I had, I am very happy now than what I was when I had them things, because those things was worldly possessions. See, what I have come to learn about God, you don't live for worldly possessions. And see, they say God is a very jealous God, and I was worshiping things that wasn't of God. Cars, clothes, females, jewelry, money. I was idolizing them things. But God woke me up to realize what I had before me. I had a family that really cared for me. They used to get up and go pray every Sunday for me and pray for me and bring me closer to God. God blessed me with to have custody of my son, to be a man to my kids. See, I thought a man was going in these streets hustling, getting money, and buying them what they wanted. That's not being a man.
No, it's not.
But when God humbled me, see, I was like, now I don't have nothing. All the friends gone, the glitz, the glamour, the lights was gone. He was able to speak to me and manifest in my life to transform me into a man of God, to grow into him. See, when my family and my loved ones was praying for me and speaking about God, they were planting that seed.
Amen.
It took for me to hear God, what he had to say to me, to allow that seed to grow. So now as a man, wherever I go, I try to plant the seed in people. See, I don't force God on no one.
Amen.
I don't tell them that you have to come to Christ to get to life. I just plant a seed in them. I'll be a walking testimony.
All right now.
See, I know what God is doing for me and the blessing that he has with my name on it. Same way he has with anyone else's name on it. God is powerful.
Amen.
God is great.
Yes.
And I noticed, and when I joined church, my son used to have issues because his mom was never there. But when he saw me walking with Christ, he started changing his life. He be 16 Tuesday.
Wow.
The things that I showed him, we don't do but break the yard or cut the grass. That's God. So I walk the lead with God with me. As a man of Christ, I see it. I see what God is doing for me. I know he got a great plan for me. And it's going to come. I ain't rushing him no more. I'm allowing God to manifest in my life and people around me to continue to grow. And when I was walking to visit my uncle and I saw y'all having church, I'm like, wow. See, church is not a building. Church is inside of you.
Amen.
What you can do for God. Recently, my wife had a stroke, and the doctor said, oh, she'll never speak again. She'll be paralyzed on the right. I'm like, wow. And I asked God, and I know I was wrong for it. Why wouldn't you allow me to have a stroke? And the answer I got was because she's more stronger than me in that department. So what God needed me to be more stronger at was being there completely for my household, my kids, and raise them. Things that she was already strong in. I almost wavered. I felt like Job, where God let them test him and take everything from him. And when his faith didn't waver, God blessed him with even more. And see, the doctor said, well, she'll never speak again. She's speaking at 87% right now.
Come on.
All right now.
Oh, God.
She's not paralyzed on no parts of her right side.
Hallelujah.
And see, when she was getting ready to question God, and like I told my pastor, now you have a testimony. See, her testimony used to be, oh, my husband in the street selling drugs, and he gambling, and he messing around with all these women, and then he's not. No, that's my testimony. You can't speak my testimony. See, so God had to let her know Don't just come to church and just sit there and be meek and shallow. I need you to speak for me. I need you to show people what I've done for you, the miracle I performed. And when she started talking, you know what that nurse did? She started crying because she was part of that neurologist team that said that she would never speak again. She's getting more and more healthy by the day and through God. And them people saw me in that ICU room praying when she was in that coma. Praying daily, getting the pastors to come up there and pray. I was letting them know we're a praying family. God was her medication.
Yes.
God was the doctor, and God was the nurses. So now that she's speaking again, God gonna restore her voice 100%.
Yes, he will.
So she can scream to the heavens above and tell people her testimony, the miracle he performed, not just for her, but for our family.
Yeah.
Amen.
The lesson he taught the nurses and doctors. You understand? So I know how good God is.
Come on.
So now with her testimony and her being able to go and give him the praise that she's supposed to give, because our God is a jealous God. And he will take anything from you that he feel that you is worshiping more than him.
All right.
So now that she got her testimony, she gonna be able to get God the praise that he's asking for. He's gonna always be there to do for us. So when you think you falling and you by yourself and no one is with you, I remember as a kid, my mama had a picture on the wall, the footprints in the sand, and said, I only see one set, God, what was you? And he was saying I was carrying you. Oh, it took for me to manifest in God to learn that the whole time he was carrying me. When I was in them dark places, when I was doing things I ain't had no business doing, when I thought I was alone or I was being slick or allowing the devil to use me, God was with me the whole time.
Come on.
Because no matter what I was doing, how I was living, I always had a good heart and I had God with me wherever I went. That's because people was planting that seed. And God know I got a greater purpose. He saved me, protected me from a lot. And I just wanted to share my testimony with you all. I ain't mean to take up a lot of y'all time, but God is real.
Testimony is needed.
Yes.
It's needed a lot for everybody, but it's especially needed for the family. It's especially needed for the young black man
Yeah.
Yeah.
who
Amen.
is standing on the corner or walking up and down the road that don't realize God created man with quite a purpose. He's the head.
Yeah.
Them the ones God wants.
Yes, he's the
Them the ones
head.
God wants.
And-
Because I feel
yeah.
as God wants somebody that has been through something
Yes,
so that they can relate to others
and they need to be able
and
to
they can
talk.
see
Yeah,
if I was this person, but I'm this man now, and what God has done for me,
yeah.
maybe it'll help save
It
someone.
will.
It'll help bring someone else from all that coldness, that darkness,
Yeah.
from being lost.
Yes.
So what I say now is, when people like the GPS system and God is my GPS system. See, I was lost. I was putting the directions in where I wanted to go, the address, but I won't get there. Because I won't allow God to be the GPS
Come on.
system.
There you go.
So now that I know God is my GPS system, I won't put the address in. I allow him to lead me where I'm supposed to go.
There you go.
I allow him to show me what I'm supposed to be
Come
shown.
on.
And I allow him to use me as a vessel. And I pray daily every morning. I send the word of the day out for the people in my church. I let the word that manifests to me and speak through God through me when I text that word out. You know, so like my pastor said, your testimony is gonna help this ministry.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna help grow the ministry because it's gonna help people that look and act and live just like you have lived.
Exactly. And I'd like to add to that we are such a blessed race of people.
Mm.
Amen.
God has
Yeah.
put so much in the black man
Come on.
that he don't need to go to school to do what a lot of other people have to go to school to do.
Amen.
It's just a natural thing.
Open them up.
And it's time for us to stop wasting the gifts
Mm.
that God has given us.
Oh yeah, he'll take them from you.
Yeah.
He won't take it back, but it'll lie dormant.
Mm.
That's right.
So we just need to just get on a roll
Mhm.
for the Lord
Yeah.
and watch God work.
Amen.
Watch him work it out.
Amen.
Watch him work it out. One of the main things that we don't like to do, that we should do, is time.
Come on.
If you're broke, start time. If you don't have a $10, give that dollar to the Lord and watch him double it.
Come on.
Watch him bring it back to you. If God can get your money, do he need it? No, there are no schools in heaven. If he can get your money, if he can get you to trust him enough and love him enough give him your time, then he got you, he can work with you.
Work with everything.
Amen.
That builds your faith.
Yes.
Then you know what you need to do. If I ain't got but $10, well, what is $1 gonna do? Then have 9 and give your dollar to the Lord. Well, that preacher, you don't worry about that. When you put that money in the plate, wherever you're giving it toward the upbuilding of the kingdom, God sees it.
Yes.
If the preacher is stealing it, God deal with that. Not us.
No.
God got that covered.
Yes, you do.
So trust God. God bless you. And thank you so
I
much.
appreciate you all allowing me to share.
And continue
Thank you
to
for sharing.
give your
Thank you.
testimony.
Thank you, sir.
Praise God
Thank you.
for you.
Y'all be blessed.
And I
Thank you.
said, and I'm not prejudiced,
Thank you.
okay?